I turned that loop off. Hold on. I turned that loop off. Hold on. I undid loop yesterday. Let me double check. All right, that's off. I turned that loop off, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Haven't worn this shirt in a long time. This is one of the first shirts I ever wore on the live stream when I first started dressing up nice. I remember I bought this. I just did my hair, and I hit some water on my... But that will be gone before you know it. You'll watch that drift away as the heat of the market gets us going. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Put the balls in the jar over there. That'll be fun. So when you send in a super chat, you'll actually see the balls hit the jar and explode. It'll be awesome. I can't wait for you to see that. Jump on in today. And I thought these info levels would show someone that actually came in recently, but it seems to be the same people each time. I don't know. I'll look at that later, but maybe I'll take them away for now. Because it always just says Zach something, right? Yeah. Stan Lebowski, though. He's cool, though. Anyway, it's cool to see the names of the people from the stream. Let's take a look at what's happening. Bitcoin getting bought up in a frenzy. We're going to talk about it. I went over it this morning. JTO absolutely ripping to the upside. Insanity. I looked at it on the 1 minute chart, had it in this flag. This thing is booming to the upside. I got in at 250, and I was up nicely. I sold about 335. I was nice. I was happy with it. Continue to pump. Boom, boom, boom. But look at this thing. Just absolutely moving. People all over it. Another new coin in the market here that just came out. Oh, sorry. And I found it in my trading group. GF Burke again giving me a look, and then I did my own research, and I found I liked it, looked okay. I got in here at 249 and continued to pump. Then I woke up this morning, and the 15-minute was in an inverted head and shoulder inside a bull pennant. It was just beautiful. Like, it looked perfect. And the measured move of the inverted head and shoulder was from here to here. I figured I could make some gains. I loaded up about $5,000, and this thing ripped to the upside, and bang, bang, bang. I sold for about $700 and got out. It's been about I was in the trade for what? 45 minutes, and then the last night trade when I entered here into this flag at about 249. Thing is booming to the upside, man. What a beautiful pump to the upside. Shout out to anyone. If you're in the trading group, you would have been knowing about this coin before it happened. You would have been giving the information last night, and then when the pump happened today, you would have already been all over it. That's why trading groups are awesome. I'm up all the night. I have people doing stuff while you're sleeping. We're working our butts off for you. You're $3 a day, $99 a month, and even less expensive if you got into one of our yearly deals in Cyber Monday. I'm telling you right now, people kicking themselves that didn't get into Cyber Monday. That is the deal. Remind yourself next year that that's really where you want to be. All right. Anyway, the idea behind this is, though, for $3 a day, you have me and my team constantly working for you, searching the markets, looking for what's real, looking for the hottest gains, looking for the spicy, juicy pumps. And again, we're going to find them because this is all I do every single day. If not me, someone in my crew will find it. It does not matter. My group is full of gains. It's where the gains people hang out. It's where the people that make a lot of gains hang out, all right? It's where the people that like to stay in crypto for long terms and make a lot of money, that's where they hang out. They hang out in my trading group. So if you want to hang with traders that know how to make money, jump in with me. I only hang out with traders that know how to make money, and then I teach beginners how to do it. Jump on it today. I'm telling you right now. It'll blow your mind. Thanks for the lemon. Shout out to Crypto Cash for the $9.99 in the house. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. And I was feeling super nauseous today. I have had 2 waves of nausea today. It hit me so hard, I thought I was literally just not going to be able to make it. I can't wait to find out the sex of the baby. Everyone tells me it should be a complete, My buddy said, we didn't find out to the end. He's like, there's only a few surprises in life. He's like, there's not many real surprises in life, and that's one. I'm eating honey, yes. Shout out to local raw honey from the Island Bee Company. Martha's Vineyard, Island Bee Company, Martha's Vineyard. Check them out. Tim Cullen and family, we love you. Tim Cologne, keep doing your thing, buddy. And if you want to order some Island Bee West Tisbury honey, let me know. We'll get it to you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Martha's Vineyard. Shout out to the beautiful people that work the land and make the honey with the bees. We need more bees. All of us need a bee farm in our house. Every single person. Honey is amazing. It can cure ailments. And again, I'm not a doctor, but I love honey. I really do. So, look, these coins are fun to be in, but they're also scary. Once you're in it, you're like, oh my God. Like, I'm so relieved I'm out of it. But that's a slanted Adam and Eve. May come down to the downside now, watching it. But what a beautiful pump. We got the measured move. Now we look for some type of retracement after such a ferocious pumpezi. But honestly, we're pretty close to the 200 SMA, which tells me we may get something like this. And see, I got better at projecting the last 6 months. I guess I just know more now, so I can see more. You know what I mean? See more. Nah, you know what I was going to say, but I'm not going to say it. Who can finish that statement? See more. See more. You know, it was from The Simpsons, if I'm correct. Blessing Sam, thank you for the cap trade. Nailed it. 100. God bless you. Yeah, and cap up. Also banging up. You know, we put out cap yesterday. It's at 27. It was at 20 yesterday. This thing booming to the upside. A nice move for cap. Banging on them. And you would have learned about cap hanging out in my trading group. You would have learned about the sauce, baby. About the sauce. 2 new coins just that fast. Bam. It's your Peen Eagle. Thanks. It's your Peen Eagle. Thanks to the lemon water. Circulating supply. Pretty bunk on JTO. Yeah, that's why I got in and got out. I didn't say it was a long-term hold, did I? No. You know what I mean? Honestly, let's take a look at JTO. Jitto. I was in and out. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Like, that's how I played it. But $390 million market cap. All right? Yeah, a lot of the circulating supply is not out yet. However, everyone always talks about that. Again, this is a Solana ecosystem coin. This is why Solana keeps pumping. People want to jump in and trade the Solana coins. All right? They want to get down. All right? That's what's going on right now. You know? What if we even go to categories? Aptos ecosystem. You know what does this better even is coin, in my humble opinion, CoinGecko. Right? But you see there's so many near protocol ecosystem. You can see what's happening with near ProFi, UFI. There's so many. You could be good at one ecosystem. You know what I mean? Look at bankruptcy estate. It's so funny. But let's head over to CoinGecko. All right. Which I haven't been on in a long time. Shout out to everybody here on CoinGecko. All right. And we're going to get to Bitcoin in a split second. It's sitting at 43,880. I also gave you a trade for Bitcoin. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. We're going to go over it. Categories. I want to see the Solana ecosystem. Sometimes they have exchanges, NFT, learn products. Doge themed coins. That's funny, right? Shiba Bonk. Bonk's another one that just keeps ripping to the upside. Bonk actually might continue. Got to set up on Bonk in the trading group if you want to see what we're looking at. Husky is another one that I keep looking at. Keeps pumping to the upside. We traded Husky. We got all these on Mexi. Mexi has access to all these coins. Samo. Interesting. You know, another one. But you just want to understand, get into these categories. Or chain. Yeah, this is what I want. Chain. Here we go. Solana. All right. And this is what you want to do. You want to just look. We got Jitto. We got Bonk. PYTH. Render. Okay. And you can see all the Solana coins here that, you know, you can buy on Solana. Hang out with Solana. Saber was a hot one. SBR. So there's been a lot of movement in the Solana ecosystem. That's also pumping Solana. See, understanding DeFi, right? Radium. I mean, the whole thing is just booming. But look, we see in the last 7 days, Solana Corn up 1,000% in the last hour. Jitto, the big gainer. And we had it, baby. We had it in the trading group. Shout out to everybody here. We're able to see things that a lot of people can't see. We're able to make it happen here in the group. And I love making $700 in under an hour. How about you? I do it all the time. I can teach you how to do it too. Right? No fear, no worries. And, you know, once you gain a skill and then you get more money and the skill gets better. You get more money, the skill gets better. More money and the skill. And the next thing you know, you can print money from your house. Never have to use the gasoline in your car. Right? I rarely have to use my car. I use my car for fun. When I go out, it's fun for me. I never have to get in the car for a chore. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I get to go outside finally. I've been working my butt off inside the house for hours. You will love it. Once you finally quit that job and you work that 9 to 5 from home, or you work that, you know, you'll be working 7 a.m. to 10 at night at home. See, you'll work more for your own self. Like, you'll be a trader. You'll find yourself trading even harder. You'll be hard. And it'll be the best thing you ever did for yourself. You'll feel absolutely amazing. Pat yourself on the back if you know you're headed to becoming a pro trader for the rest of your life. Pat yourself on the back if you know that's where you're headed. Because if you know that's where you're headed, that's where you're going to end up. I always tell people, you're going to end up where you know you're going. You're going to create the movement to the place you want to go. That's what's going to happen. And we could even see Jitto go all the way to 421. You know, I had to sell at 405. I didn't stick to it. I was like, I'll get out at 405, make 2,000. You know what I mean? I saw the 700 on such a fast move. I mean, there, look, 360 now. This thing is continuing to rip. People just keep hearing about it, and they're getting in. And, you know, the next person's buying in. And I'll tell you what happened when I went to buy in here. As you try to buy in, like say I wanted 356, and I put 356. I tried to buy it. Next thing you know, it was 357. You know, you can see the spread ripping up to 364 there. It just jumped from 356 to 364. Like, it's hard to get in. People are front-running it now. So now it's 364. To get in, people are putting 367. This is why price action starts to move. Look, you hit it. So if you want to get in now, you got to get in at like 365. You almost have to front run. Like, say I wanted to buy $100 of it. I'll just show you, right? Bang. And I got it, right? What did they give it to me? They gave it to me at 360. If you oversell, you'll get a better price too. You'll get in. And you can see my sell there at 331, 335. I had $5,000 of it. I wasn't playing around. You know what I mean? I sold the partial at 335. I had like $500 worth of this coin. That's no joke, man. To put $6,000 in a little coin, like, you got to know what you're doing. You got to have it planned out. You got to be able to take the loss if it doesn't go your way, right? See, most people aren't willing to take the loss. They're in fear of everything that could happen, not what will happen or could happen. You know what I mean? You got this. You can do this. Trust me, you can do things most people could never dream of because you're a lifer now. God bless everybody here on the live. 742 people on the live, 186 likes. Maybe get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go, baby. We're showing you how to make gains, not just talking about the gains. A lot of these channels just sit there and yada-da-da-da. Let's show you how we do it. Let's teach you how we get it in. Let's get it in. Let's have some fun today. 365, this thing continuing to rip to the upside. You need the 30-second chart. You need the 1 minute. There's no other way. Almost a shoulder head and a right shoulder, but it started to push. Negated the bearish div there a little bit. Didn't really have, right there was a little bit of bearish div. Negated. Now you have support at 356 if you can stay above it. Right? Unbelievable. Let's get into Bitcoin and talk about BTC. I'm looking at fear. Nice pump here. I want to see it consolidate for another bigger move to 37. All right, fear likely to go to 37. Hasn't made a big of a pump yet. NFTs are starting to come back pretty hard. You want to be into fear. You want to look at blur. I mean, you don't want to be anything. I'm just teaching you things you want to think about. But you want to look at fear. You want to look at blur. You want to understand what's happening to ApeCoin. This is the whole NFT space. I see blur eventually making a pretty big move here. Almost Adam and Eve double bottoming with the Adam and the Eve on the either side. I've seen it switch before. It doesn't always have to be the other way. It can be like this. You can have the rounded and then the angled bottom here. You know what I mean? So definitely something that can happen. Let's get the likes up to the watches, everybody. We're battling all the other big YouTubers right now. They want to take the pump. You know what I mean? But we've been live every single time at this channel. They're trying to take my steam. They're trying to take my slot. Let's show them who the lifers are, baby. Let's hit that like button. Let's rev that engine. Let's keep it moving, baby. This ain't your average YouTube channel. I'm not your average player in the game. We're going all the way to $1 billion. We're gonna be the first group that shows $1 billion return. We're gonna make $1 billion. More than one person in my trading group is gonna become a billionaire. Mark my words. Billionaire status. That's what's gonna happen. If your dreams aren't make other people laugh, then they're not big enough. If your dreams don't make other people laugh, they are not big enough. Do you hear me through the megaphone? Let's go, baby. Let's get those likes up. 163 people, 259 likes. Is this the lifer way? It just is not the lifer way. Is this the same stream I'm looking at? Is this really the same stream I'm looking at? Because I can't feel the love, man. And my mom just died, and I can't feel the love, baby. Let's get the love going. The like button is how you support love, is how you send love. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't your average YouTube channel. Let's go, baby. Let's do this. If you're in my trading group this morning, I was obsessively going over Bitcoin for you. Insanity and Jitto. High risk, 933. I jumped in yesterday at 249. Nice game so far. Possibly more to come. Inverted head and shoulder. I didn't know what was going to happen. Nobody does. We play probability. Then I saw Bitcoin inside of this, a symmetrical triangle. 50% of a breakout. If it gets above the point of control, it's likely going to move. It had a falling wedge. It peaked out of the falling wedge. I was talking about it last night. Next thing you know, boom, we got a push out. There was the target, right? Next thing you know, this thing just continued to go to the target and did not stop. Peaked out a little bit more. Boom, our target was going to be 43,953, right? Then BOOKMAP showed us that there was liquidity above us. That's how you trade, man. You knew there was liquidity. We had the pattern. Bang. bang, bang, dang. And I was like, can you let me buy some Jetto? I was trying to get into Jetto at $2.99, and I had to get in at $3.05. You guys are buying, people are buying it up so dang fast. Then got all the way up here, right, to $4.50, and there was your target right there. We pumped. Bitcoin continued to pump, and then it hit that target. The wicks hit it exactly, which is crazy, right? And then we started this, bullish megaphone here, and that's where we're going to pick up for Bitcoin on the bullish megaphone inside of the smaller time frame. So now look at Jitto on the 1 minute. I'm almost going to use the 30-second here because it's moving so fast. But this is possibly the next move for here, and people can trade this on futures too. This has a futures contract. I saw people in the group taking gains, baby, gains. Again, I'm more comfortable spot most of the time, but it doesn't mean I won't jump into a futures trade, which I do many, many times. Shout out to everybody here on the live. How are we stuck at 760 viewers? We have so many more people on the live. I know it. We have 1,000 people every day. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Only 100 people hitting that like button. I just can't believe it. If I came to your house, I would take my shoes off. I would send respect to you. The like button is a sign of respect for someone that shows up every single day of my life. No days off in 2023. Both my parents died. I still didn't take a day off. Not one day. Not one day. You saw me through all my ups and downs. You saw me through every single thing I went through. Reality TV at its best. What more do you want from the kid? What more can I give you? And I can't get a like. I find it insane. Shout out to everybody here. 770 beautiful people. I am loved by the people that are here, though. Let's talk about the gratitude and talk about all the people that are here. God bless everyone that's here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your consideration, and thank you for jumping on in. I see Jitto pumping further up. Another, 7% to 394. This flag's about to pump on the 30-second chart. Next target, 391. Jitto. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get back into BTC. As I'm talking about a tiny, and look, I'm just saying the NFT space is beginning to brew. Something's starting to get a move here. I would start paying attention to the NFT space. It's already starting to get a bit of a run up. Bitcoin back to 44,000. Beautiful. Let's take a look at BookMap. Link in the description below to BookMap. You won't find it any less expensive than through my link. You'll get a discount that you can't get anywhere else. Sign into Global Plus. I love it. I have the S&P futures here. I have Bitcoin. I can see the markets. I can see where the whales are. I have access to things no one else does unless you get BookMap, baby. And it gives me an edge. On the average beginner trader, there's a beginner trader that doesn't even know what BookMap is. You know what I mean? You have to figure out even these tools just to get into trading. We already know the quick and fast tools. We already have the tech. We're connected to the people in the industry that know the know. They reach out to me and said, hey, we're going to give you some tools if you help us sell our tool. And I said, let me find out how it works. I said, it works amazing. I created a great relationship with the team over at BookMap. Absolutely love them. Support them. Talk about them. They support me. Together, we formed a unity. BookMap is amazing. And you can see we do have liquidity now down at 43,920, but not a lot. Just a little bit there. A little scoop up. At the end of the day, the biggest order still sits below us at 43,000 even. But it doesn't say, it says we could somewhat, we could get up into here, but the big red order down there, this is the one I'm looking at, it's 43.83, and then the bigger order's down below as well. So it suggests that we go lower in the long term of things. Doesn't mean we can't pop up to 44.5 and even 45,000, but it says we could go lower on BookMap. Is the digital plan? It is great. It's absolutely great. I love BookMap. All right. Oh, so look, it got a sell-off here. I'm personally out of the trade. I don't have any anymore. I was in this trade. I'm out of it. And I'm so happy I'm out of it. You know what I mean? It was just insane. What a rally. And I would have made even more, right? But it's okay. You don't beat yourself about what happened. You say, thank you, dear Lord, for what I did have. Right now, watch this. Lord, thank you so much for this morning. I took a huge shot. I made $700 in about half an hour to an hour. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the ability not to live in fear, for the ability to live in open opportunity and to believe that more is coming to me. Thank you so much for the wins today, and may I live in abundance. Amen. And again, I don't mean, I pray for other things than just gains. I don't want to it's kind of funny, as I prayed for gains, I was like, this feels a little strange. But what I am praying for is anything that comes my way. And I'm saying, God, thank you so much. I'm appreciative of any gain that you give me. Instead of saying woulda, coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, donna, I'm saying, you know what? Thank you, dear Lord, for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate the gains that were sent my way. We have a little bit of hidden bullish. Look, that swings up while that swings down. That tells me this thing ain't over here, right? Look at that as it spikes up. You know, there's a lot of buy pressure here going on. We're still consolidating. Let's take a look at BTC, USDT. Everyone's like, can we get to Bitcoin now, Lifer? We're going to get there. Shout out to the 800 beautiful souls in the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Let's take a look at the 1 minute time frame and break it down for each and every one of you here. And you know, something amazing happened yesterday. It was unbelievable. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was absolutely unreal. The Patriots won. What? Anyway, sorry. I just thought it would be funny. You know what I mean? Wow, and look, I look at this here on the KuCoin chart. I mean, nice falling wedge, back to the upside. That looks strong. 1 minute really wants to push. I see this pumping all the way back to 388, possibly getting more gains. I kind of want to jump back in. I'm FOMOing. I want to jump back in, but I decided I can't. You know what I mean? I made my gains. So look, kind of a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder forming. A bit of a nice pattern here beginning to brew for Bitcoin. And now I could take that 700 and maybe make myself a little bit of a futures trade and just continue to compound the gains. This target for Bitcoin, 44,005. That's what we see on BOOKMAP as well. I like what we're seeing here. Shoulder, head. I've seen inverted head and shoulder with a cuppy head. The head is like a nice round cup. Seen it many, many times. We're going to wait for the stochastics to reset, but so far, so good here for Bitcoin. This would be a nice little trade. 5 to 6 to risk-reward ratio. It is Friday. I don't love trading Fridays, right? But we shall see here what's happening. Oh, up $4,000 on today. What a horrible day to be alive, huh? Sad day to be alive here. And we took gains all over the spot. Let's take a look here at the futures. All right. Hey, $4,000 a day over here. Keeps the doctor away, huh? Hey, I take a $4,000 pill a day over here. It's the best thing I ever did for myself. Anyway, let's break it down. So let's see here. We're on this smaller time frame. Even the 5 minute looks like it could get busy. 1 minute is looking interesting here. So let's break it down what we're seeing here. And I'm the pattern man. I just keep finding a wedge and I just keep hitting it. And I'll tell you what, most of the patterns are going to play out 68% of the time. So if you do this over and over again, and you do it with if you do it with the right momentum indicators, with good trend analysis, understanding what time you're doing it at too, like when the liquidity grabs are happening, when New York is opening, when London, understanding a little bit more about the time and the liquidity, this will help. This will show you a lot. This will teach you a lot. If I could get down there, that would be awesome. I would love to see this come back to the bottom of the pattern. I may not get that. You know what I mean? I may not get that. And then I set up my trade. Before I even take the trade, because I don't know if I'm going to take the trade, I need to see the risk first. There's so much risk involved here. I got to make sure that it sits where I want to sit. Okay? So the target, 44,462. If your heart's racing when you're doing this, if you're freaking out when you're doing this, you need a demo trade for a while till you can calm down. If every time you open up a futures account and you see this leverage and you're just like, you need to chill out. All right? You need to go and you need to learn that this is just a probability game. You're just trading probabilities. It could come or go either way. It is what it is. You know what I mean? 92 for 247 is a good, I like that. That ain't bad. 15 for 40. Again, it should be a 317. Oh, yeah, because I'm entering at a higher limit. But I'd like to see this come down. I'd like to see the stochastics reset before I jump on in. That's what I'm waiting for now. Being very precise, using the 1 minute for a more precise, accurate entry, if possible. You don't always get what you want, but you've tried sometimes. You might find you get what you need, right? Anyway, yeah. So this is the next thing that I'm looking into to trade for Bitcoin, all right? Now, a lot of times I like to, let me see, if I lower the leverage all the way down to like 10, 11, and I go full port, I risk 285 or 742, right? However, what the difference between that is, look at the liquidation price goes to 40,000. Now it's a bigger set. It's a margin use of $6,000. The trade ends up being a $60,000 trade, right? Now, I could also up the leverage to 36, 38, 35. Like, I like 36 for whatever reason. And I could use less of the portfolio and make the same trade. I could risk 200 here for 449. Now, when I open that, you'll see that my liquidation now is at 42,942. It's a lot closer, and it's $1,000. That's a good way to lose a G real quick, as your liquidation is a little closer than you'd want it to be. So then I risk 109 for 263. I don't really like the risk-reward ratio. You know, I'd like price to come down a little more into my sweet pocket. You know, I'd like to get it a little cheaper than that. But 136 for 338, that ain't bad. I'd take that, right? That ain't a bad trade right there. The worst I can lose is 138. My liquidation is 42. It's still pretty close. It's $1,000 away. I could still lose $800. But at 43,784 is when I'm going to get stopped out for a $100 loss. So I can't get liquidated. I don't like to get liquidated. I just like to get stopped out on my trades. I don't know about you. You know what I mean? I like to have a clean record, a clean bill of health here. The key is to use the money to make more money, not to consistently lose money. A lot of people lose money. I'm not saying I'm the biggest baller in the game. You know, I don't make the $1 million, $100,000 trades, you know. I just swung $6,000 though for $700 in a half an hour. I mean, I'm not a lighty, but you know, I'm not trying to say I'm the biggest dude from sliced bread, but what I am is someone that doesn't lose my money. I compound my money. When I make my money, I find a way to keep it moving. All right? If you're in the trading group last night, we went over Radium in depth. We talked about the fact that Radium was going to blast because these new coins. Look, JITO is pumping because Radium is pumping. People are running in. You can buy JITO with Radium too. Anything in the ecosystem, right? And we talked about this. We went over this. Radium was the coin that we went over last night, right? And, you know, here it is on the 30-second chart. And there it is hitting the target at 33% gains. I gave you this. We went over this last night in the trading group. Like, this trading group, I'm telling you right now, prints money if you listen and get the education that we're putting out every single time. You know what I mean? What a move to the upside for Radium. MEXC chart on the 8-hour, looking for that beautiful move. That thing hit the target and was gone. Absolutely gone, right? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Target and some on the 8-hour time frame. Here's the before. There's the after. I mean, you can see it. I have it documented every time that I do this. And I do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. A lot of people that recently I saw them that come out in the back. Here's the gains my channel made this week. If I had to make a video about the gains I made every week, it would take me an hour and a half. You know how many gains we lay out over and over again? Look, we hit you with JITO. We hit you with Cat. We hit you with Ray all in a day, dude. I see other people that charge $99 for their Patreon. They give you like one call every couple of days. I teach you how to find the coins. I teach you how to trade the coins. You won't find more than any other. And then we go over token metrics once a week for the weekly screen share. We do so much in my trading group, well above 99. Like, research any other 99 trading group, then research mine. Find out what you get. And I'm sorry, it is a competition. We're in business here. And my business outperforms the other businesses by 1,000%. I'm telling you right now. I also work harder. I'm here every single day. There's no reason for you to join another trading group, in my humble opinion. Like, we will get you right where you need to be. I've been calling Bitcoin long term. I called the bottom with the weekly. I will get you where you need to be. I'm telling you right now. What I can do for you, you know what I can do for you? Is I can show you how to find out where to sell the most likely tops and bottoms, how to swing smaller time frames, how to swing bigger time frames. I can teach you what you need to know. I have the information that you can, baby. That you can all the time. We should rename the group the 99 to give you 1 9 off. That's funny, right? Entry zone, you're amazing. Like when we got into Casper and made $50,000, right? Or how about when I bought a whole Bitcoin at 19K and it's up over 20 grand? How about when I piled over, hundreds of thousands of dollars into Bitcoin between 16 and 19K and like absolutely doubled my net worth? Or when I went into Tomorrow for 7 grand and we made $4,000 in the week. The list continues to go on. I got into Cake, turned 5 grand into 100 grand. I got into Phantom, turned 5 grand into 100 grand. I got into Cardano at 2 cents, turned 3,600 into well over 150,000. It was insane. The amount of things that I've done in this market will blow your mind. I could teach you so many things. It'll blow your mind, man. I'm telling you right now. I got into Lit and lost a 100. Lit is a long-term hold that you DCA into, in my humble opinion. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not a financial advisor. I can never tell you what to do with your money. But in lit, you're getting into a long-term hold, man. You know what I mean? But the gains just keep coming. They don't stop. We find them all the time. Just when I think I can't find another gain, I do it again, right? And look, for 33.3%, I mean, that's crazy, right? And it went even higher than that. I talked about this. I put it together. I said, Bonk's getting hot. Jitto, all these are Solana coins. Radium is the Solana coins. It's the exchange. It's the swap. People are going to run to Radium. Then you can use the Radium coin. They're going to buy Radium. It's going to pump the price of Radium. I said, oh my God, there you go. Because I understand ecosystems and I can teach you how DeFi works. I was able to understand that Ray was going to go up. You get it? I was able to figure these things out. Then I looked at the chart, and the chart also conveyed the message to me of where to get in. So not only do I look at the fundamental ecosystems of the DeFi, but I'm also looking at the technical analysis. That stuff doubled up. There's people that make good money just understanding the fundamentals. We can do better than that because we can be precise as all heck. You know what I mean? We can be super precise when it comes to it, right? Breakout to 48 to 50K this weekend would be crazy. Anything is possible. You never know. Anything is possible, but nothing is guaranteed in trading. You know what I mean? But anything is possible. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to join the trading group and find these juicy gains, you want to stick your teeth into these juicy steaks of gains that we're eating every single day, jump in right here. All right? CryptoLifer.com, CryptoLifer.com. Join today, join today, join today. I'm always looking for 5 amazing new traders that will impress me and learn how to trade in 30 days and make their first profitable trade in 30 days. I'm looking for 5 amazing traders. I'm looking for many new traders, but I'm always looking for that beautiful new group that'll stay disciplined, make their first profitable trade in under 30 days, change their lives, make it happen, and really begin to push themselves to the next level. I know you can do it. I know you want it. I'm here to help you every single step of the way. I'm here every single day. I'm not going anywhere. Lifer, I just started to wear suits, but I find it hard to knot my own tie. Can you guys give us a tutorial on how to tie a tie? At the end of the stream, there's actually a short, how to tie a tie with the Crypto Lifer. Let's find if it's around. I have a short where I tie a tie, and I show you exactly how I tie the Windsor, what I'm doing, and how I'm doing it. We're almost there at 50,000, everybody. Keep hitting that like button. Keep subscribing to the channel. Let's get to 50K. We can do it. We had 1,200 people every single day, baby. It can be done. Best decision I've ever made. Amen. Shout out to Jenna X. And she's out there detailing, video documenting her time with the lifers. Like, so you have proof. Like, you can see what goes on. You can see what people are doing with their lives. Don't use those crazy hacks. I mean, you just find a tie video, but I'll show you how I tie my tie. I'm just not going to waste time doing it now. I'll lose viewers if I start doing it. Right? Anyway. Beautiful move for Radium. Gains on gains on gains on gains. Shout out to everybody here, and that's why the weekly screen share really pays to be there and to see what's happening. All right? Bitcoin looking nicer and nicer, getting inside the zone, getting tighter inside the wedge. Shoulder head, right shoulder, looking interesting to me. Worth taking a shot on, in my humble opinion. I made 700. I'll risk 100 of it to take a shot here for Bitcoin. Price came back down to my key area, right? I didn't have to chase it a little higher. I didn't want to chase that. I'll risk 100 for 359. That would be beautiful. I'd like to add to this trade and make it a little heftier too as well. But I'm going to jump into this pennant right now, right off the bat. This is MEXC. The place where I'm trading is MEXC, okay? I don't know why I'm already down 4 beans. Something happened there on the order. Maybe I had, but yeah, it could move on you. Anyway, I'm on MEXC right now. You can see my stop loss is sitting at 43,784. My take profit is 44,462. I see where I'm sitting at. What I can do here is you can go right here. And what I love about it is you can hit action. You can see I could win 350. I could lose 124. I know exactly what I can lose or what I can win. 14% for 40%. Let the games begin. All right? If we get above a key area of support or resistance, like right there, 44.90, I'll look to add to the trade if it makes sense and things are going the way I'm looking for it. So I'm watching this pennant to the upside on the 1 minute time frame. High risk, high reward on the smaller time frames. No guarantees that we're going to win here or that I'm going to win at all. You never know. Anything could happen to the lifer. Let's take a look at the all-time history index here and take a look at what happened to Bitcoin as it pumped on the 8-hour time frame. The 8-hour actually looks really good for a nice big move coming out of this flag. I mean, it says, hey, and honestly, the length of the pole is big. This tells me you could see a $50,000 Bitcoin faster than you realize. You know, just like I said, you could see a $40,000 Bitcoin. I don't think people really, truly believed me. I stayed bullish throughout this entire Jesse Livermore cylinder. While everyone else was freaking out, they were shorting the market. I kept telling you guys to be easy, one step at a time. I kept showing you support or resistance. I kept showing you the daily. I said, listen, we flipped this SR flip right here. I said, unless we go below that, then I made the ascending triangle. And because I stick to my patterns, I nailed it. I nailed it because it was just a simple pattern. It was like it was Forrest Gump, dude. I call these Forrest Gump trades. Like, duh. Like, draw the pattern, put the line. Like, this stuff is not as hard as people make it. It's not as difficult as people make it to be. Okay? You can figure this out. You can do this. You just have to be consistent. Every single day, show up. Don't take a day off. Don't let yourself get negative. Don't get in your head. Don't listen to negative people and negative places, negative things. Stay away from people that don't believe in you. Stay away from people that show you that they don't believe in themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I always like when I go to see a doctor and the guy's overweight. I want to walk out of the room immediately. You know what I mean? Like, you're a doctor. You're going to make sure I'm healthy and you're overweight. Like, it's like a police officer. God bless, I love y'all, but like, I don't know, someone, whatever. I love everybody. So, but my whole thing is, I love police officers. I want to make that really clear. Like, I love the cops. Just saying, when I see a cop that's so overweight that, like, I could outrun them with a crutch, I'm always wondering, well, how does that person keep me safe? You know what I mean? And not to be rude, I know being overweight is a struggle for a lot of people. I've even had, sometimes in my life I was a little overweight. Not really, though. But again, we can get in bad habits. We can eat bad. Things happen. I understand. I'm 100% with you. But you feel your best when you're living your best life. You feel your best when you're pushing forward. You feel your best when you're exercising every single day. Like, trust me on that. That's just a fact of life. You know what I mean? Drinking water, exercising will put you in another place. You'll feel better. You'll achieve more. You'll have more energy. These things are just facts. Eating processed foods, drinking soda, beer will bring down your energy, bring down your frequency, make it harder for you to achieve your dreams. These are just facts of life, okay? I'm just going to tell you the cold, hard facts. That's it, right? Cold, hard beer ain't good for you. So let's take a look. Resistance, bounce. We know that 25,000 was key. We have the resistance here at 31,007, 31,008. We ripped through that. We came to this resistance. Everyone was wondering what was going to happen. Oh, no, there was bearishness. They said this was a bear flag. I said that we were likely going to break out of a rising wedge. I went back to the 5-day chart. I say it every day. I said as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, we were going to blast to the upside. We did that. We did everything that I went over and over again. I didn't stop with this teaching. I didn't stop with this. I've stayed on it every single day. Consistency is key. And how I teach you, I pick up where we left off each night. I do a Bitcoin update at night. I pick off in the morning. I do it in the middle of the day. I pick off in the morning. I do it at night. I pick back from there. I'm always adding to what we looked at before so you can follow along and see the progression of the technical analysis. And as I pick it up, other guys, they do one video, 4 days later, come back, you kind of did this. These other people calling short all day long, and now they're saying, oh, I still see a low at $33,000. Like, have they not backtested weekly bullish divergence and seen how strong it is on every asset in the world? Meaning that human beings implement this data, and human beings have already spoken for us and told us where they like these prices at. Again, you can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, but the charts don't lie. Men lie. Women lie. The charts don't lie. Today, someone was saying, I'm hearing a lot of stuff. And he was like, I'm hearing a lot of things about Bitcoin getting a pullback to blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hearing a lot of what? Like hearing? Like, I sat, when I trade my best, I'm alone in the charts. I'm not looking at the news. I'm not reading a damn thing. The charts are going to tell me. I could see a bull pennant. Then they could pump the price of Bitcoin from an Elon tweet and say, oh, he pumped. I said, but the bull pennant was telling me that the price was about to pump to the upside, right? You can't you can't confuse me when all I look at is the charts. See, if I look at the charts once a week, twice a week, 3 times, and then read the news the other 3 days, then you can get me. But if I only stay on the charts and I never leave them, you can't ever beat me. You get it? I'm always going to be on point. I'm always going to be watching. I'm always going to be paying attention. And I'm going to see things in the charts that the charts have taught me over time. I learned that if I put more time into the charts than 99% of the people in the world, I would be able to take most of their money. And I would become one of the most successful, richest traders in the world. And that is my plan. That's my goal. That's my strategy. That's my dream. The trading group is just part of the rally. I just want you to come on and have a more exclusive look into what's happening. You're going to see this. Mark my words. I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do because I do what I say I'm going to do. Period. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're going to do. 50,000 is the target of this rising wedge. That's the base. You take the base to here, and that gives you the target. Very bullish for Bitcoin. Very, very bullish. Still sitting at 43,800 right now. A lot of volatility today for BTC. All right. And that trade, look, it got slumped down really fast. So I'm going to lose that trade probably pretty fast right now. Yep, down 100 beans. Dang. It's funny, most of my live trades have lost recently. My other trades haven't. But it's okay. I didn't get stopped out yet. We're going to hit the 200 SMA, and it's going to try to hold us down, but it's very likely we're going to get hit off right now. Still up on the day, huge, so I'm not worried, you know what I mean? But I like to win every one of my trades, personally. They dumped it right out. They went and stop hunted Friday afternoon, too. I usually don't like to trade Friday. See, these are my rules, and I break them sometimes just because I see a pattern that possibly may play out. Now, there's a battle right here on my stop. Like, this is crazy. How I'm not stopped out. There we go. I got stopped out. So it is what it is. I lose trades all the time, but I manage my risk. You know what I mean? I manage my risk. I don't lose my entire account. I don't go home crying my eyes out like I'm down thousands of dollars. I don't blow up my account. I don't go in revenge trade now. I take a deep breath. I come back a few hours later. I reset. It's okay. The probability didn't play out. That's it. Doesn't mean you have to be the best at everything. Doesn't mean you have to win every single trade. You know what I mean? Most people, you don't even see their trades, so you wouldn't even know if they won or lost anyway. You know what I mean? Or they make their entries behind your back, so you don't even know what they're doing to make the entries. They could try, like I see a guy, he's up 10x on $700. For all we know, he tried that $700 4 times in a row. You know what I mean? Then he's up $7,000, and you never see how he tried to get into that trade over and over again. So, you know, whenever you don't see the entry, you never really know how the entry was done. You know, that's just one thing I want to talk about too as well. So look, the daily pumped up. Beautiful move. All right. Daily hit a daily resistance right there. Like you can see there's some chop right where we're at. It's a little bit of daily resistance right here at 44,000. You know, and you're going to have resistance at these key levels. Now, right now, the daily's sporting a green candle. That's a bullish sign so far. But I don't like how far the daily is from the 200 SMA. And this is what I've been saying. I've been saying, well, a pullback is necessary to come back to the 21. However, we could get a nice sideways action, 7 days of sideways bull like this. We got really nice. We get nice time because after a big pump, we usually consolidate, you know. And so you're looking for one of these two plays, in my humble opinion, for the next big move for Bitcoin. Still gives us 52,000 somewhere by December, even says we could even hit 52K by Christmas. There's a chance, you know, December 28th. That would be amazing if we have a Christmas rally of that nature. Right now, the market's kind of slowing down. You can see after heavy volatility, I don't know, they just went in and out. They're sitting at 43.8, just kind of, you know. So now we're overbought on the daily time frame, okay? I tell you what, it's just unlikely we're going to continue to pump until we interact back with the 21. However, we can go down in a wedge or sideways in the wedge. This is what I do. This is my projection theory. One of them are going to take. Whichever one takes is going to give me the best entry into the into Bitcoin. I get rid of them for now, but in the back of my mind, I'm already knowing that the 21 is a little too far away from price. Now, what can happen in very bullish times is we can continue to get extended on the smaller time frames, and they can continue to pump. So let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. I like what I'm seeing on the 4-hour now. It's definitely in a bull flag. That's a bull flag on the 4-hour. The small measured move is just this pull here, which takes us to the target at 47,775. So the 4-hour says, yeah, we're about to pump. I broke out. I'm on the other side of the pattern. I am bullish. So I'll be honest, the bigger time frame pattern here looks pretty nice. Boom. Stop loss below this area here. It's a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I personally don't mind this trade. The 4-hour looks pretty good to me, you know. At the same time, you have to know that the daily's just not in our favor. We're kind of battling the daily, but it's not the worst. We're touching the 21. We have some bullishness. This is a bull flag. That's a flag. That's a nice flag, in my humble opinion. It took some time to make, but it eventually we got there. So I see a bullish move for Bitcoin, you know, unless we break this level here. Because look how strong that support was for Bitcoin at 43K. 43,187. We bounce. We were all over that. Very, very strong area of support. So as long as that area holds, we have no worries. You know what I mean? Once that area drops, okay, then we could look at here, and then we'll start talking about the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. And, you know, first thing we'll lose is the 15-minute 200 SMA, right? Then we'll you know, the 7-minute we'll lose, you know, but look, the 15-minute that's the, you know, you'll lose the 200 SMA on the 15, and then you'll look for the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. It's not all good. This could be a bull trap, trying to make us feel like we're getting the move. Look at this, the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder right there. I've learned, too, the left shoulder doesn't have to be always perfect. But look, I mean, that's an inverted that broke out, too. Just like Jitto, right? Taking a look at Jitto, just going sideways now. Kind of the move may have been made. Now you have lower highs and lower lows. You know, the trend was up. Now you can see the trend is down. I'd be out of it. I'd moved on. You know what I mean? But again, don't fall in love with little shite coins. Please be careful. You know what I mean? Ish coins, whatever you want to call them. I didn't say the word. I made my own word, but don't fall in love with these coins, all right? Be careful, please. And I may not even open up a trade right now because it is Friday. The 1 hour's overbought. Ooh. The 1 hour's overbought. I felt like we did break out of the range, though. Now I would look for some type of flag on the 1. If we can keep a flag, we're you know, this can continue. And I expect slow volume price action today. It's a Friday. Drip drive, you know. What I love about this setup right now is we have this trend. And if we break back inside the trend, we know we're bearish. So I love it when you break out of a wedge a little bit, because if you come back inside here, wow, that's going to be bearish, and it's likely we're going to start to drop. Remember, still keep this in mind. Shoulder, kind of head, possible right shoulder there, back to the 200 SMA for some bearishness. You know, be open-minded of things that you don't want to see. Like, be bullish, but then tell yourself, hey, what if this happens? You know? So I'd watch the smaller time frame still. Interesting, the 7 might even get a short squeeze here, the 5. Got a nice little flag here, back to 49.9. Smaller time frames are telling a story today. We just SR flipped this key little spot. Can you stay above 43,734? Okay. Shout out to everybody here. 954 people on the live, 537 likes. How y'all doing? What's going on with each and every one of you? Any questions you want answered? Anything that's not making sense to you? All right. It can rip in seconds. Huge pump for XRP. Amazing. Amazing. XRP pumping. XRP right now pumping. Beautiful. I didn't think that was an actual profanity, though. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Like, I thought I had changed the word a little bit. Ish coin, fine. Been profiting since before I joined the 99. Just watching the live stream. Once you join, the knowledge, consistency, and positivity is unmatched. Especially the gains. He was making profits before from the live stream. You see what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bang. Right? Yeah, Bitcoin just got a nice pump there, 952. It's looking interesting. And again, just because I took a $100 loss doesn't mean I can't make $300 and get back on my horse. You know what I mean? Some days, the days when I lose my first trade, I end up making the most money. You know, you never know. Technically, it's a beautiful breakout. It gives you some protection on the longer trade. Back to this 5-minute flag, though, that looks pretty interesting to me. That SR flip was nice. You want to see if we can hold 43,750. Sammy, can you give me a look at ADA? Shout out to my man, Joe Afeo. We love you, Joey. Thank you for being here. Look, it stopped me out, came right back to the pattern. Ready to go. Like, all right, we took you out. Now we're ready to go again. I'm like, how dare you? It's like they were watching me, right? Bling. Double bottomed off the 200 SMA. Perfect timing. Unbelievable. Okay, let's take a look here at Cardano's. Our baby, man, finally getting some love. Cardano. 56 cents. I mean, what a beautiful move for Cardanza. You know what I mean? I had it down here in this target, 44. I could see it going to 50. Wow, this thing ripped. And, you know, the ecosystem for Cardano was hot. I had Cardano like this, see? I could see Cardano going to 54 cents. It nailed my target. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into Cardano. The lifers, baby. We did it again. Another call in the lifer channel. And I own boatloads of Cardano. I'm super happy to see Cardano ripping. Ripping. It was just 39 cents up to 56. 48% gains for a giant coin with a huge market cap. Cardano. Where are my Cardano fans at? Where are my ADA? Where's my ADA army at? Where y'all at? I'm the ADA Admiral. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Cardano. Banging on them. Hey, honey, go get me some Cardanas at the store. Get me a pack of Cardanas. I love that. I absolutely love it. Cardano for gains, baby. Cardano for gains. And I was even looking at Cardano back in October at 25 cents. Right there. You know what I mean? Just saying. Cardano, baby. Clock. Giver's gain. What are your thoughts on a long on UNFI right now? Shout out to Crypto Pollo with the clock. My man, shout out to the 995 people on the live. 555 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to 1,000, baby. Let's go. This is what I dream about. 1,000 people live streams, 2,000 people live streams, the market going up, people screaming and yelling, money flying, the gains ripping, everybody excited. Just a blast just loving life right now. Cardano up, man. When Cardano's up, it's a good day. It's a beautiful day. You know what I mean? Hitting the target at 48 cents for Cardano. Unbelievable. Tight moving averages above a high volume node. You're going to the high volume area highs. We talk about it. Take a measured move, even though it's ridiculous. Wick to wick. It tells you where price is going to go. I don't know why it happens so perfectly, but it just does. And Cardano absolutely ripping on the 4-hour to the upside. I got to delete all my old work. I got to look at Cardano, but shout out to anyone that jumped into ADA. And you know I'm an ADA fiend. Charles Hawkinson's did a Spaces. I jumped in on my birthday this year. He let me talk on my birthday. I got to meet him on Spaces. It was like an amazing birthday. It was like, wow. I went to the ballpark to help my daughter. I got to, it was a beautiful day. Man. Shout out to all my Cardano fans, man. Shout out to everyone that holds Cardano. It's a win for us today. And look, Adam and Eve double bottoms play out. It's so simple. I just find these and I put myself right in here and wait for the move. The move goes the length of the base every single time. It's like a 90% accurate, 40% gain. It's insane. The Adam and Eve double bottom is just the most accurate play that I've ever played in my life. It plays out I'd say more than 95% of the time. And again, I don't want to be quoted on that and say that's what he said, but in my mind, man, when I find these, they just make gains. And you can see here on top of that, I showed you we had this. I found it in two ways. The charts tell you everything that's going to happen. They tell you where you're going, what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and somewhat. Look, we front run the Golden Cross on the daily. That's all you had to do. Like, I teach my students this. Like, it's not that hard. When the market's ripping, like, it's not that hard to make money. Like, once I see that the 200 is coming, the 50 is coming for the 200, I'm starting to buy. Low stochastics, I mean, this thing's going to rip. Adam and Eve double bottom, goodbye, sayonara, senorita. This thing is gone. Gone, baby, gone. Gone with the win. Shout out to everybody here. Can we get to 1,000 people on the live? We had 995. They stripped us down to 966. If you guys keep hitting that like button, if you keep pushing with me, I need each and every one of you to do this. I'm begging, I'm asking. I don't ask for a lot. I really don't. All right? I lost my mother and my father. I'm out here on my own. I don't ask for a lot. I need each and every one of you to hit that like button. I want to get to 900. I want to get these likes all the way out. I want to hit 1,000 people on this live. That's my dream right now, is to get to 1,000 people on this live. Help me accomplish my dream, please. Help a man right in front of you. Maybe I'll help you accomplish your dreams. That'll be the giveaway. That'll be the takeaway. You know what I mean? Let's go. I have Dogecoin. I am poor. It happens, man. You know what I mean? Stop hanging out with ish coins, man. Hang out with the real deal. Get into some Casper, you know what I mean? Wow, Cardano, though, ripping to 56. The daily got pretty high. I mean, that was a rip-up for Cardano. And it tells me, too, it's all about the ecosystem. There's coins on Cardano people want to get into. There's things brewing with Cardano. It's getting hot. And, you know, this is just a day for ADA fans just to be super happy. It's overbought. I'd look for some type of flag now if it can't get above this resistance at 58. But the chance this kind of continues to rip, and then we find our flag up here. But right now, we're away from the 21. We have to assume some type of flag is going to brew if this is going to continue. If I was swing trading, I would be taking profits. Shout out to everybody here. There's always someone judging you. Look at this. On my own, your wife and kids must feel awful after. Are you serious? Are you serious? Babe? Babe? Do you feel awful when I say I'm on my own? That my parents have died? No, right? These people are out of their minds, man. How dare you judge me that way? Come on, bro. Like seriously, bro. Like, people say stuff to me that they would never say to my face in the street. Like, and I wouldn't even be mean to you. Like, but you would look me up and down. You just wouldn't say these things to my face. You wouldn't. You know what I mean? So funny. Blow it off. Worked out great, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Now Jamie pisses the guy off to have my back. Jamie is so funny, man. Whatever, man. Dark Alley Ketchup. Yeah. Imagine coming here and saying that. XLM about to take off. XML. Let's take a look at XML. I mean, I see Bitcoin was in the flag, broke back inside. Now it's just doing some chop, though. Price action's getting flat. You know, they're slowing it down. There's less people out there. They're like, why go fishing when there's not a lot of fish in the sea is what the whales are saying right now. They're like, you know. Bro, respect. God bless everybody here on the live. It's all about the love, man. The love is the key. The love is the insight. The love is the way. Shout out to Evan Book. God bless you. Bitcoin ate the chop fruit. You're funny. Get out of here, you stool pigeon over here. When I lost my brother, I felt alone. He was my older brother since I was born. Amen. Amen. Mad Hatters be roaming in the internet now. You're funny, man. Love is the strongest frequency. Amen. Amen. Me and my friends love you. Keep up the hard work. Shout out to Aberdeen O. Aberdeen O. Aberdeen O. God bless you. Thank you for being here. This is Sammy's house. It is, though. It is. It's my house. And I'll run it the way I want it. I really desire 1,000 people on this live today, though. We just couldn't. We got 995. So close. So close. Still watching this flag on the 5-minute that looks like it could get crispy. I hate taking an L, though. That sucks. No one wants to take an L. You know what I mean? We love you, Lifer. Shout out to Sean. I know one guy from GLP said he used BOOKMAP because of this show. Amen. I love you, man. Pickle Rick, you're a bringer of the good news, Sam. New drum kit on the way. So cool, man. Thank you. Let's Crow. Shout out to Board Type Crow in the house. God bless you for being here. Thank you so much for the love. All right. Let's take a look at XML as people say it's about to rip. I'm still watching Jitto. I got it on here on the KuCoin chart for you. I have it up when needed. Don't worry. I'm always watching for you. Don't worry. Everything's going well. We got this. We got this together forever. We gonna do it, baby. We gonna make it. Wag me, baby. Wag me. Wag me, baby, wag me. That's we're all going to make it, all right? I've been doing a lot of AI research. I like it. Send me some DMs and give me the greens, baby. So I've dabbed with trading, nothing serious, and I've joined Discord for trading. What is offered with joining? Does it offer a course as well? It does. There's a course inside of the group, ready to give you what you need. All right, tons of informational videos ready to blast you up and give you. And there's just people to help you. Also, it's learn by doing. Everyone wants a course, but do they ever ask you to actually post a chart and critique your charts? I want you to start posting your charts. I want you to take this seriously. I want you to get your hands dirty. Can't get your hands dirty really anywhere else. All right. And shout out to Jack Son. We love you. Thank you for coming on in. We appreciate you. Everyone give him a round of applause. First time watching the stream. God bless you, man. I hope you feel welcome, loved, and this is a place where you can kind of really grow and feel the love. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everyone jumping on in. And thank you for saying a comment and telling us, yeah. What's up, everyone? Hit that 50K mark, baby. Let's get to 50K. We can do it. 695 likes, 981 viewers. We're on our way, baby. We're on our way. So XLM just ripped. It did. Like someone was saying it was going to rip. All right. Stellar Lumens. Which it should be on coin on MEXC. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Stellar, baby, getting a move. You know, someone's talking about ISO 220 or something. Well, look, I had Stellar like this. I own some Stellar. Interstellar. You know what I mean? They were the hot coins back in the day. I made some bags. But look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Could break to the upside. I like that inverted head and shoulder. Let's take a look at Stellar by itself here. But that's a giant inverted head and shoulder, period. That looks good to me. I love the head and shoulder pattern. You can just grab it, get your left shoulder, get your head on. That didn't sound right. I did not just say that out loud just now. Like, can I get out of it one of those? That's an inverted head and shoulder likely to break to the upside. I'm looking for 16 as the target for XLM Stellar Lumens, which moves with XRPZ. They like to move together a little bit. Got a nice pump to the upside recently from 12 all the way to 13. Once it breaks this level, it'll tussle with 14.5, and then it really will move fast to 16. Stellar Lumens. I see a move coming for Stellar. And look, what I realized too is, look, ascending triangles just are descending, are inverted head and shoulders. See? The right side is just an ascending triangle. I noticed that one day. I was like, oh, wow. So even if it comes back and pulls back to 12.5, look for it to coil up and then get a nice pump to 16.5. So I am calling a move for Stellar to 16. It may take some time. It's a bigger market cap coin, but I do see it making some gains, some juicy gains. Let's take a look at Mint, public Mint on Bittrex and Gate.io, right? Is that it? Or the Mint Club? Let's take a look. I don't know what it is. I've never heard about it before. We're learning about a new coin. I think it just passed my mind yesterday or 2 days. I think I saw it somewhere. Mint, public Mint, Mint Club. I don't know which one it is, though. That's the problem. Mint coin. I'm guessing it's public Mint. You know, I don't know. 585. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little too early for me. $2 million market cap with a pump. This is probably what you're talking about because it pumped and you want to know why. Or you want to see if it's worth getting in or it's too late. I mean, if you call me about a coin that pumped already, it's a little late. I want people to send setups my way that make sense. You know what I mean? Send setups my way that make sense. All right? Big shout out to the new Indian viewers. Getting a lot of hits from the paid ads in India. Oh, wow. As I say that out loud, man. So crazy. Shout out to all the should I start to speak Hindi? You know what I mean? Can they translate this to the right, you know, to the right language, right? Yeah, when I'm streaming, try not to send me like indiscretional information. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, shout out to Indian viewers, because I will read whatever I see and not realize it, you know, accidentally, if you can. Again, it's still my fault, 100%, you know. But you have to remember, my mind's working at a different. I'm not in the same place as like a conversational human being. Like, I'm channeling like all sorts of weird stuff. So anyway, this coin, I really want to leave it alone. Looks like a ROCKI. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I'm over this. This thing is a rug. Look at it. I'm all set. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Sorry. Moving on. And that's how I feel about the coin. I mean, that's the super chat, because that's how I feel about it. I feel like it's dog doo-doo. You know what I mean? And I don't like dog doo-doo coin, you know? So I'm no offense, I feel rude. Someone might be like, hey, why did you just do that to my coin and call it dog doo-doo? Don't get personal with the coin, all right? We both know it's an ish coin. Like, don't act like you didn't know. You know what I mean? Don't act like you didn't know you were playing in the DGen dumpster, man. You know what I mean? So this is now starting to consolidate for a possible bigger move all the way to 407. It may get its fix. Whenever I win like I did, it always makes me weary to get back in. I don't want it to eat my gains. You know what I mean? But I'll put an alert here on the 1 minute. In the next 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get some type of, movement here. We're getting it tighter in the range. A move is coming. 5 minutes says it could pump. 7 minutes says it could pump. I like the 5 minute on this right now. Almost an inverted head and shoulder. Yeah, if you see it here, I mean, you kind of got this shoulder, this kind of head, this right shoulder. 30-second chart looks interesting on JTO. Still holding massive gains at 364, so it's parked. It's parked nicely right now. All right. Funny, why isn't it making it? Oh, there he goes. I was about to say, it's been 30 seconds. I don't see a new candle. I'd watch JTO here very closely. For the people that missed it, there may be one more run out. Shout out to the new Indian viewers. God bless you. We appreciate you. We love you. Do you speak Urdu? Urdu, right? I think that's what they speak. Right? Tell you what, man, I got a serious pain in my stomach. I think I got what you guys had. It's not fun, man. I think my body's just dealing with it well. That's what it was. Now I know that's what it was, because I got hit real hard in the car. It's through my stomach. It was like my immune system getting attacked by a virus, man. I got some type of stomach thing going on right now. I'm in like pain, and I got some like goosebumps. You wouldn't know, right? I would never let you know. When I'm really sick, you guys will know. Like, I can't. I'm like, but even when I'm somewhat sick, you guys will never know. I'll just push through and act like I'm not sick. But I'm in so much pain right now in my stomach, it hurts. But it's fun to work through the pain. You know what I mean? Why not? That makes me the lifer, man. Soul's new coin lifer. Thank you, Bryson Gonzalez, for hitting us with a new coin. Shout out to the 1,000 people on the live. We did it. See, you guys did it for me. Because you weren't afraid of that like button. You keep hitting the like button. You got us to 1,000 viewers. May God bless each and every one of you for doing the do, for getting it done. And shout out to the 1,000 beautiful people here. I like to promote myself. I'm Crypto Lifer. I've been trading since I was 25. I'm 40 years old. I've traded all sorts of different markets, from the Toronto Stock Exchange to the New York Stock Exchange to cryptocurrency and more. Join my trading group to get the education you deserve. This would be the place to be for you, where you're going to find the information that you need, and you're going to get it right away. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you. I just said that my wife needed something. I don't want to make sure she was okay. Apologize. So this thing's coiling up. I wouldn't be surprised if it got ready for another bigger move. Take another shot. 5,000 to make another G. Hey, it handled the liquidity pretty well, which I was amazed by. I'd be watching this puppy right now. 4.54 risk-reward ratio. Beautiful. Put $100 in to gain $500. What's the worst that could happen? You know what I mean? Or put $100. No, wait. 4% to gain 20%. Yeah, exactly. You risk 4%. Sorry, you're risking $100 to gain $450. It ain't bad, right? So I put in. So this is how you figure out what to put in the trade. Watch. Say you have $5,000. You're going to times that by 0.01. It's going to give you $50. Then you're going to divide 50 by 0.0464. It's going to say, hey, you can put $1,000 in the trade. If it loses, you lose $50. If it hits, you're going to gain the 21%. And bang, you're going to make 226. And that way you would risk $50 to gain $226, all right? Which is about a 4.5, right? So that's beautiful, all right? This is how it works, okay? So I would only enter a trade in this manner with this proper risk management setup. Now, you may not be able to trade it on NEXA, but if you use AllTradey, you're going to be able to set this setup the same way, nice and easy, all right? Nice and easy. Shout out to the 996 people, 730 likes. Keep kicking it with me. Blessings on blessings. Bitcoin's looking like it just may get ready for another bigger move. That was just a liquidity grab on Friday. They went and got our stops. I guess a bunch of people took the same trade as me. There was a bunch of stops right there. They got them done. I see a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder now for a possible bigger move for Bitcoin. Kind of makes me want to just strap in and take the same trade again, you know? But it's Friday. That's the only reason I want to be kind of weary of it. It is a Friday. This beautiful little flag is sitting here, and this is kind of where we sit for Bitcoin, all right? I see a move for stellar lumens to the upside. I know we're high on the stochastics, but that's a beautiful inverted head and shoulder. There's a bit of a buzz going on here, and we're getting some movement. Also, I post micro cap altcoins that no one knows about, gems. I also post micro coins that everyone knows. You know, we swing trade everything here on the trading group. We long-term hold, we DCA, we build bags in the bear market, which we did. We find coins no one knows about. We do so much here. It's insane. And we're going to teach you how to do it too. Every single day. We're going to just show you how to do amazing things with the charts. The charts have an amazing there's just so much opportunity in the charts every single day of your life. Look at Bob. This thing Bob the build BOB. This thing ripped. It's a meme coin. Finally came back from the dead. Meme coins are starting to come back, which is crazy. You know? I got into Bob like a long time ago, though. I got into Bob like probably like somewhere like right around here or here when I thought I had bought the bottom. But, you know, again, I put like $300 in. It wasn't a lot of money. Everyone wants to jump back into BONK. They want BONK. Give me more BONK. You know, I'd kind of set it like this. Yeah, see, I had it like that. I was about to say, where's my work? Taking too long. We're watching this flag. I'm not saying get in right now, but I'm watching this flag. Almost kind of flatten it down a little bit. And this is what I would like to see. If you can make a pennant. Otherwise, it might make a... Look, I would be just getting out of this coin until I see a better consolidation, but I could be wrong. These things are getting pumped out of control, so people just don't care. They're just ripping these coins to the upside, right? One coin that I'm into very heavily that I'm going to talk about is GFAL. If you haven't heard about it, I like to talk about it because I own it, so I like to self-promote the coin. I also believe it's going to do numbers based on, you know, my years of doing research. GFAL fell out of the pattern today, which kind of blows, sorry. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's okay. Not the worst in the world too, just making a bit of a flag. We'll just readjust. But over time, I mean, this thing is very close to price discovery. You see, it's just been on this very, very beautiful move to the upside. It had unlockings, and the unlockings have never really done much. Continued to pump. To me, this is like the new gala behind the scenes that nobody really knows about. Trip Hawkins, who was the CEO and founder of Electronic Arts and Digital Chocolate. He is behind this. He's the CSO. So you got some really smart minds that have already been super successful brewing on GFAL. It's very close to its all-time high. I dollar cost average in at the very lows. It is kind of high, but if it can consolidate and continue to kind of go somewhat sideways, I'm looking to add some more to GFAL. I really like what I'm seeing here for GFAL. Hot coin in the game, baby. Hot coin in the game. You're funny, man, right? ZTX, new gaming. Interesting. AVAX, HNT, NEXA, and PYTH. Let's take a look at AVAX. What I did for AVAX, I like AVAX as a hotter coin. I think it could definitely 20x from where we're sitting. You know? Not AVA, sorry. AVAX. Reminded me of Ajax when I first started hearing about it. I remember when this thing was $13 a coin. back in the last run. So look, I don't know if I drew this. I don't know when I drew it, but I did. Maybe on the screen share. 23% gains for AVAX in the last 2-3 days. You know, booming from 22. What I did is I put like $6,000 into AVAX when it was down in like 12. When it pumped all the way up to here, I sold it all, took the profits and bought back in at a little dip. And now I got like, I don't know, $2,000 of AVAX or something like that. Not a huge bag. And I have an older bag that I got a long time ago too. Crow's looking nice on the daily, possibly target. Bang, 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 right? Okay, moving forward. So, yeah, the next target for AVAX is 35. I mean, it looks like it's not going to stop till it gets there. Might pull back and make a flag in a smaller time frame, which it kind of is right now. Somewhat retesting the flag, something like this. And that looks like that measured move is going to send us probably pretty close. I see AVAX continuing to the upside. The ecosystem's getting used. I see it continuing to pump. 34, 35, next bigger target. Joe's going to follow. Trader Joe XYZ will follow AVAX. You can see how it's ripping. I put it out here saying, watch Joe rip to 58. I mean, that was my target. It's been ripping since I put it out down here. Trade still continues to move. It's up 48%. I put this trade out to everyone because I could see that the DeFi ecosystems were starting to run up. And I was like, okay, AVAX runs up. Bang, bang, bang. Then we could see a move here with Joe, all right? Sam, bro, Shrapnel, new game on AVAX. Shrapnel's hot. We knew about Shrapnel about a month ago now. Then it kind of ripped. It got away from me. So I kind of was like, I don't know if I want to chase the price. But it is a hot new coin. It's on the radar as a possible gaming coin. It's hot. Shrapnel is hot. Yeah, I remember. I mean, I like the name when I first looked at it. I was like, that's kind of, that's catchy. That could go. So on 11/24, I put out Joe right here, sitting at 34. I mean, at 40 cents. 30. Sitting at 34 cents. Oh, that says 34. The candle will close in 34 minutes, but it's right on that. It's about 39 cents where I put it out at. Saying it could get to 52. That was my target for Trader Joe. That was on 11. And you get these setups, 11/24. You know what I mean? Likely to make a move to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. I just wanted to see Jitto. It is starting to pump. It made some gains. It went from 366 all the way to 376. Woo! That's nice. That's nice. Everyone, you can't just ask about a coin. You have to send a super chat. I'm backed up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 super chats. All right? So I can't just do the super chats that are coming in the chat. I wish I could. There's just not enough time in the day, not enough streaming space in my brain, personally, you know. Still looking interesting for Bitcoin, holding the zone, going tight at 43,900. Still inside this little flag if we look at it this way on the dollar index too as well. Both look somewhat bullish to me. So there's Trader Joe before, and that was the 2-hour chart. We go to the 2-hour, and then after. I mean, that thing nailed. Now the target is a little higher at 58, but we're pretty close. You know, you could say pretty nice gain in the trading group. It took some time. That was 11/24. See, everyone wants gains immediately. You know, but if you just made in 2 weeks, you made 50. Then the next 2 weeks, you made another 50. Then you made 100. In a month, it would add up. You'd be up. But everyone wants to jump around. I want 100 here. I want 100 that. If they don't get 100 overnight, they're upset. Like someone's like, yo, that coin's not moving. You put it out last night. How come it hasn't moved yet? How come it didn't move like Jitto moved? Nothing moves exactly the same way. There's not the same traders in every single transaction. We don't know. We take it one step at a time, one day at a time. As a trader, you're kind of in the fluid movement of time and space. And you take what the market gives you on any given day. Right? That's kind of how I look at it. Okay? So want smoke, Sam. Did Sam ever give his insight on Doge? Just curious. I just got here. I mean, I think Doge is okay. I think there's better plays out there, you know. But it will go up when Twitter makes its big announcement. It's taking Doge and crypto. I mean, that's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. Look at this. Mara banging to 1663. We had another flag here. Wow, price action is horrible in the stock market, huh? You guys really deal with this stuff? Breaks and move. That's why I don't like this. My OCD doesn't even like it. It's just not the way it should be done. Wow, look at the 2-hour about to rip from Mara. It says Mara's going to rip all the way to 19, and it's going to get there fast. People knew that these were the hot plays, and there wasn't much else to play. Bitcoin taking the show. Mara ripping. We got in at 963. We're about to almost double up on this. This is insane. Shout out to anyone that jumped in tomorrow with me. I made the call right here in the cup and handle, inverted head and shoulder. We were buying 864 between 960. Really was a different price action we saw. Bang, 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 bang to the upside for Mara. Stock market call. I put my money where my mouth is. We are up big. Over probably $5,000 to $6,000 now on Mara. Unbelievable. Up 60% on my end on Mara. Unbelievable, right? Who jumped into Mara? Bang, bang, bang. Hi, Sam. What do you think about ordinals like stacks? Will there be a real use for Bitcoin? Yes, there already is. People love their ordinals. People like their rare Satoshis. This is a big deal. It's going to continue to be a big deal. And there's Bitcoin getting the rip to the upside out of this entry there at 43,862. Can we get above the resistance? Can we get the follow through to the upside? The 4-hour looks like it can pump and just pin the 1 hour time frame. That was just a liquidity grab. They got me on a low liquidity Friday afternoon. They got me. It's okay. Pretty awesome gain for a stock. I mean, that's huge. Looking forward to that hello show. I think you'd be a good fit to be in that show, Sam. Yeah, I've been talking to some of the people there. They should definitely get me on that show. I agree. Doggo. See, anything with a dog name just ripping. Husky ripping, right? Husky token. That's Solana. See, Bob. Like, this is just, you have to understand what's happening right now. The ecosystem. I talked about this coin ripping to the upside. FITFI. Step. Thing blasted. I could see it, right? Tight moving averages. Started to kind of do that. If we go further on to the 22, see if we have a golden cross on the daily. It was a little late in there. Then it made the falling wedge and it ripped. Look at the daily. Looks like it's going to continue to rip now. That's a huge candle for FITFI. Step in all these new apps coming back to life, man. It's kind of crazy. A lot of money in this market. High Street ripping to the upside. This was in the cup and handle. We waited. It finally took its time. Went past the target and down. What's BONK doing on that smaller time frame there? Still inside of that, trying to hang out there, getting a bounce. If it can consolidate here, this would be beautiful for BONK. I might even play it. ATOR rip and destroy the 75x leverage traders. Amen. So it turns out cash was not king this year. Bitcoin is king this year. Amen. Got to be careful not to get bonked. Amen. Render is going for a big move. It possibly could. Let's take a look at HNT, which had a huge pump because their network, people started hearing about it. Okay. Looks like they don't have spot on MEXC. They just have perpetual. Which we could look at the spot here on, they're the same. They won't be much different, but we'll look at the spot here on So last time I looked at it in the cup and handle, we never got the love. We got stopped out of that one, right? Then it made the bigger kind of rounded bottom, and it look, there's your Adam, giant Eve, all right? And once it gets to this, see, like you make your Adam and Eve, once it gets to here, it rips through here. It pumps so fast out the gate, right? A little bit of a handle there, kind of an ascending cup and handle. The daily gets overbought. You flip on the moving averages. You see how far you are from the 21. Tells you that you got to be careful. However, the 3-day just got above the 200 SMA. We know what happens when that happens. We talked about that on Bitcoin, right? That's a very good sign. So what you're looking for now is just some type of consolidation, 1 or 2 candles to close around here, and it's likely to stay above this 200 and then continue to rip. So like I can already tell you what's likely going to happen in the next 2 to 3 weeks. The problem is most people won't have the discipline to check on this every 4 to 5 days. Eventually they'll forget about it. They'll come back a month later and they'll see it ripping. It happened to me all the time when I was a new trader. I didn't have the concentration, the focus, or the discipline to walk myself through these trades all the way from beginning to end. I couldn't see myself through the trade. I couldn't keep track of all the trades. I lacked focus and discipline. Now I know, okay, above the 200 SMA 3-day, that's very likely to continue to pump to $9. All I need is now is a consolidative move. So I just put an alert here and I wait. It's so much simpler. So like my analysis comes from my brain, years of knowledge. Then I look at it and I say, okay. And then I let it sit. I don't chase. I didn't chase this, you know what I mean? Even though it may still pump nice like this. And as it continues to grow, we could keep kind of adding the fact it could make some type of ascending triangle here and get a bigger move. I am so sick right now. It's like I'm not like sick. Something's like attacking me. As a bus operator fam, thank you for getting me through my heavy traffic mornings with all the economical game you supply. Ladies coin is killing it. It's funny, someone asked about ladies yesterday, and I wasn't that, I'll be honest, I wasn't like, oh yeah, like, I wasn't that, I'm not always right. I love saying that. I love being open-minded and telling you guys the truth. Like, I don't hit every single thing in the game, you know. I wanted it to kind of make a falling wedge and hit the 21. Continue to pump anyway out of the rising wedge like this. Things trying to go parabolic, really. That's when things go parabolic. A lot of these memes are coming back strong. It's pretty interesting. It's crazy how we had a meme season in the middle, like when my dad passed in May. You know, that was when I sold Pepe. We had meme season. And shout out about the first super chat from Maurice Greer. We love you, man. He's a bus driver grinding, one of the hardest jobs in the game. You know, you help society move. You know, you probably should get paid more for what you do. Thank you for everything that you do. Every day you're riding that bus, making sure you don't hurt anyone, making sure you're in traffic, dealing with people cutting you off, all sorts of craziness on the bus, off the bus. People have hurt bus drivers before, right? Crazy people coming from the street. They could throw stuff at you. You know, may God bless you, man. Every single day you get on that bus, may you stay safe. And thank you so much for your public service, man. To me, you're a public servant. You get paid. I get it, but you're out there every day driving that bus, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for what you do. Right? Any more downside on big time? I did see some more. Prebiotic, Sam. Well, help your digestive system. I definitely need it. I'm in some pain right now. Real bad. Let's take a look at PYTH and ATOR. NEXA, PYTH, and ATOR. It's getting tough to push through. So remember, I love NEXA. I kept saying I'd like to grab a little more if it comes down to that 786 golden pocket. Hit the 786 and took a nice bounce. That's likely going to be where it continues to move from, in my humble opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if NEXA starts to rip. Let's pull off the fib. I know it can get confusing there when I have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Remember, the fib is pulled from this impulse to this top. Then I look for my retracement. That's the key area, all right? We also have a resistance right here at 14103 and right here at about 15470, okay? Overbought on the stochastics RSI on the 2-hour time frame. I'd be looking for some type of flag, you know, some type of smaller flag here before I got back in, or, you know, if I wanted to be precise. This is something that I like. I'm DCAing into. I own a bag of. It hasn't made its bigger move yet. I'm waiting for that bigger move. NEXA, all right? Very similar to the XNA play, which I'll show in a second too, because I sold all my XNA. I sold it all. I made $7,000 off $1,000. I was up $10,000 at one point. I decided, you know what, Sam? Take the profits. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Let's take a look at, so that's NEXA. I see, so I'd watch for the flag, but I like that it bounced off that lower time frame. My target for NEXA is 27,289. And that's going to be a little more than a double up. All right. Let's take a look at PYTH. Now, if you remember me, I got into PYTH super early, around 40 cents. I mean, not super early, but earlier, you know. I'm watching it consolidate here nicely. And I feel like it broke out of consolidation. If I reach out and put it deeper, we could do this. Technically could say it's in the bigger channel, but I feel like it broke out already. But again, if it comes back down again one more time at 43, and I'm watching this thing consolidate, and this is like an oracle, right? Similar to Chainlink. And this thing could do damage. And this is on the Solana, you know, it's off Solana chain. So I'm interested in this a lot. I own a piece of it. I believe it could do numbers. I'm holding it long term. And my next target for it is about 77 cents. I see it could do that in about under a month. Can you guys check my super chat, Sam? I think you missed it. I don't think so, but there's a chance we did. We go through them all, though, so don't worry. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the fan funding here. Let's shout out to everyone here. Rooster, thank you so much for becoming an exclusive lifer. That's awesome. Crypto Cash, thanks for the lemons. Anytime for the $9.99. Blessing Sam's, thank you for the cap trade. Nailed it. Shout out to Stats for the $6.90. Blessing Sam, can you look at Mint Layer? It was Mint Layer that he asked about. Can you check AVAX chart and celebrate the 5th super chat from Rob NLD? Can we go over HNT? Shout out to Dopamine Wave Pool. And we did that. Morning, Sam. Pumping this AM. NEXA, please. In gains. Shout out to Glenn Baker. We love you. Super nice guy, man. I really appreciate your well wishes and your good words to me. You seem like someone I would like to be friends with for life, man. Nice, man. D Shuffle Cardana's. PYTH from Cody. We're looking at that. Ava Juarez. We're looking at ATOR. Thank you, Ava. We'll take a look at ATOR. Thank you to Sam and Master Friend. Haven't lost since October 2023. Stan Lebowski, we love you. We appreciate you. And shout out to Master Friend, my man, teaching his class in my trading group. All right? He teaches leverage mastery, and he also teaches you how to kind of look at the different time frames. London, England, Asia sessions, and more. Forex, so many different things and ideas. Smart money concepts, and more. And things that he's kind of perfected on his own. $300 for serious traders. You'll get a Zoom. You'll get a video that you'll have to download and watch, and then 3 weekly Zoom meetings every single week. And you'll have a little purple name inside the trading group. Jump on in today, baby. Jump on in today. Link in the description, and you can pick that in my tutoring classes if you want to jump on in. Sam, can you give me a look at ADA? Joe Alfio. Cluck, Giver's Gain. What are your thoughts on UNFI right now? Oh, yeah, I was about to jump into that. Wild. Bryson, Soul, SOL, Pickle Rick, and Mike Miller. Can you check out MATIC when you get a chance, sir? A bus operator, thank you. Mach 5 ETH. Can you please check ROCKI? God bless, brother. I'm going to pray right now for you. Lord bless Sam and his health. I speak health into your life. This illness will pass. Much love from the Jesus family. Thank you so much, man. God bless you, brother. Much love, everyone. May God bless all of you. Shout out to Kyle Vero. Wow. And Pickle Rick, Bryson Gonzalez, Michael Miller, and all the beautiful people that sent super chats my way. Thank you so much. $93 in chat revenue. You bought me breakfast again. Every morning, you guys get me. And then I give a good tip. So you guys are tipping someone every single time you send me a tip. You're tipping someone with the love. It's going to be tough to get out of here on time. 11:45. I think we have just enough time to make it happen. Lakochi, why do you keep retracting that? I need to see it. You're funny, man. I just to add a new one, right? Super chats, ATOR, UNFI, Wild. So PYTH looking interesting to me. I'm already in. I've already built a bit of a bag. We'll see where this goes. I may add to the bag. We get to the bottom of that channel. 43 cents one last time before we start to rip to the upside for PYTH. I like its use case. It's unique to what it can do. It's got a good story and a narrative. Whether it pulls it off, it doesn't even matter. It's got speculation love written all over it, baby. It can do damage. Let's take a look at ATOR from Ava Juarez. We love you, Ava. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you. And we thank you for your constant viewership, your love, your support, and your super chats. Very, very nice. So last time I looked at it, it was like in a falling wedge. It broke out, broke back inside, and I kept it in the wedge. And then I felt like it went sideways inside of a flag. Still inside that flag, really. Somewhat of a descender, not amazing flag. It's, I'll give it to you. But yeah, it's a symmetrical triangle, really. 50-50 pattern could go either way. You're below the 200 SMA. You're going to have to flip that. 1 hour looks interesting. It is kind of a descending triangle. I'll give him, it's a symmetrical, but it's got descending vibes, in my humble opinion. Oh, I miss my mom so much. She was so special, man. I think about her all the time, every second of the day. She lives in me. I live in her mind. She lives in my mind, like my mom, man. Kind of an inverted head and shoulder here. Possibly oversold. I think there's better to play, personally. I'm not all about this. I'm not playing this. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. There could be a nice, beautiful move here. Slight Adam and Eve with like a really shallow bottom, I'm looking at, if it breaks above this and retests 94, then you have a way better, less risky shot, in my humble opinion. But the aggressive entry is now at 87. And it does have a massive target all the way up to 276. That's what the measured move says it can get to. I'm not saying it can do that. I'm not a huge fan of this right now. So, you do you. For some reason, it's just not on my radar of coins. Yeah, Bitcoin just going sideways. But look, it's making an inverted head and shoulder, head, right shoulder there on the 5-minute chart. Just inside of another little pennant. Has resistance, a heavy resistance at 44,000. Can't seem to get back above 44K. It is breaking out, though. I mean, at the end of the day, look, it broke out of the bigger channel. That measured move is far up there. Not this, that's the bigger one, but the smaller measured move, just the length of this. That puts you at 46,575. All right. Sorry to hear about your mom life or anytime, man. Sorry to hear about your mom life or anytime, man. XNA, I pulled mine off the sexes long term. Interesting. Thanks, Sam. No hard feelings. Shout out to Crypto Bellico. God bless everybody here on the live. Let's take a look at UNFI. UNFI. We might actually start doing $50 to $5 super chats because I seem to get bombarded towards the end, right? If someone sent in another one, what do I do, you know? What do I do? UNFI, not Unify. UNFI. Yeah, UNFI. UNFI. So last time I looked at it, it had this beautiful trend line. I wanted to get a bounce back to the upside on the daily out of the falling wedge. Looks highly likely. So the bigger time frame is oversold, looking good for a bounce. We desperately need this bounce. I'd like to see it consolidate, kind of like it did here, for a bigger move to the upside up at 21. So I see it at 21. I'm just, we got to wait for that kind of play to happen. Yeah, all these time frames really want to make a move. The 4-hour doesn't look amazing, though. It's getting a little overbought and not able to get above previous support or resistance. Right now, Solana ecosystem is taking over. People aren't like Uniswapping. They are, but it's not as hot. Like BONK is the one, right? Cardano, these newer coins with faster, less payments and faster transactions. Ethereum's going to have to deal with a lot more competition this year. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be the same. And when those fees get high on ETH, people are going to start laughing at Ethereum yet again. They still, EIJ 1559 didn't do that much to stop that from happening, in my humble opinion. It's a band-aid that we're going to run into the same issue. I do see a move out of UNFI to the upside here. 4-hour time frame may go sideways before you get it, though. Okay. 1 hour and the 4-hour don't look amazing. Kind of an inverted head and shoulder. Safe bet is to wait for it to break above 972, retest, and then that 972 entry would be beautiful up to 1450 for UNFI, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor or investment advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm just going over what I see possibly happening on technical analysis on the chart. So this is my coin, man. This is my baby, and I put it in the cup and handle. I talked about it breaking to the upside. We nailed it, and it continued to rip all the way to 110% gains. All the gaming coins had their day. I was getting it at 19 cents. It did a 3x already to the upside. I got a big old bag of wild. It's one of my bigger coins to hold. And I see this making its way all the way back to $6 to $7 to its all-time high. A 10x coming, and we've already 3x'd. We're talking a 30x out of this coin in the bull run, baby. And things are starting to brew. The 22-hour just getting started with a massive green candle. Interesting to me. Looks like this thing may actually want to continue. Wild, baby, wild. Wilder world. Google it, look it up, go to their website. I love this coin. Great team. Good project. Can really do numbers in the bull run. I own it because I believe in it, and I believe it can do numbers. And I accumulated it all through the bear market on the lows when no one was really paying attention. And now I'm up pretty big on my wild bag. Next measured move, take us somewhere to 83. Not a fan of the price action at the moment. 4 hours a little overbought. I look for it to flag out or at least get above this resistance first until we get to the upside. Let's take a look at XENet. Xfinite Entertainment. Again, see, when you have a lot of wicks, you know that it doesn't have a big spread, meaning it has a smaller market. Harder to get $5 grand in this coin. 500 to 1,000 are probably easier positions. I like what it's doing. I don't like how it has like a loose spread. But, you know, I just trade bigger money, so I got to be careful when I see a loose spread like that. I could not get out of the coin. I have to sell myself out and literally just keep lowering the price to get out. I've done it before, and it sucks. It sucks. Like a coin's at 352, you hit 352, no one picks up the sell. So you hit 350, you get half of it sold. You hit 359, the other half sells, and you keep going down. You're the one bringing the price down on your own self, trying to get out of the dang coin. You know, so just be careful. Understand, looking at candle bodies, how to read a spread, right? Just by candle bodies alone, you can see what's happening in that market. I do like what this is doing. It looks bullish to me. Just very low cap. All right, that's all. But it looks like it's definitely going to go up 86%. The chart looks amazing. All right. Bit of a Sammy cup and handy now. And it's look, low, high, higher, low. You expect a higher high. It's in an uptrend. It has accomplished the trend by making a higher high. You would expect a higher high. You know what I mean? Higher high, low, high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It's a beautiful trend right now that we're in. For JITO. Get off my JITO. Let's take a look at Sol's new coin. Sol's. Hello? I can't see what it is. I can't hear about it. Sol's. Sol. And is it on the Solana ecosystem? Like, what is it? What is it? Yeah, Sol's for Sol on Orca or Jupiter. Tiny new coin. Did it have a Sol? Where's the address? Right there it is. I believe Dex Screener does good on Solana coins. There you go. I can find any coin. I can find any coin. I could do it anytime. I could do it anytime, really. Gilbert Grape. One of my favorite movies. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I love that movie. I could do it anytime. I mean, it's just brand new. You're taking a gamble. It does look like it could pump. You never know. I can't say it's hit or miss on this. You know, you do your research, you take a shot. I don't know. I got nothing else to say. But it is a brand new coin. Someone wants Solana on the 2-hour time frame. So do I. I want it all day long, baby. Shout out to Solana on the 2-hour. Let's take a look. So we did damage. We did damage. We ripped out to the upside. Now you're away for the 21 and you're overbought. You would expect here, each time this happened here, you got to pull back to the 21. High on the stochastics, pull back to the 21. Rounded stochastics, pull back below the 21. Every single time. Let's go 5 times in a row. Right here, you were high, pull back. Right here, you were high, pull back to the 21. Pull back to the 21, pull back. Where are we going? We're going to head back to the 21. If we're bullish, we're going to make more of an ascending or a bull pennant. If we're still bullish but need a little more slight pullback, we're going to make a falling wedge flag. Either one looked bullish to me once we touch that 21. And this is called the Twisted Sister, and I will teach you if you can understand the method to my madness. Last but not least, let's take a look at MATIC and then into ROCKI. Wow. You guys are literally, when the bull market happens, I work my butt off on these streams. When the stream ends, I can't even believe it. So I talked about MATIC breaking out, you know? Wanted it to fill out the pattern a little more, but it broke out a little earlier. Like so. Again, my projections are what they are. They're projections. I can't tell exactly what's going to happen. Otherwise, I'd be, a futurist, a future teller. Story, whatever, a psychic. So, but it did break out. And it's halfway to the target, up at 89. I own a nice big old bag of MATIC as well. MATIC will pay me when it eventually pumps. My bigger target for MATIC is all the way at like $1.32. I see it getting there. Once it breaks this resistance, it's gone. That's its local resistance. This giant cup and handle wants to rip. I see MATIC just slowly get, and what it is too, it's DeFi. DeFi starting to move, so people are getting in, getting some MATIC, buying some coins. MATIC's going to have some coins that pump, right? Okay, last but not least, ROCKI, which was a hot little coin on MEXC that was pumping out of control last time I saw it. I had it down here, right? We were looking at it down here at about, 0.003. It's now gotten all the way to, so a 10x to almost 4 cents from a third of a penny, 4.6 on a wick. Again, low spread, right? You can just see by the candle bodies on the 2 hour, it's got a low spread. Says it could play out. Look for it to go sideways here before it can break on out and get further to the upside. Possible move here to 5190. All right. I don't know why I'm listening to the... I'm going to put my... Let me find this other chart. Space Race. I love this track. I'd look for it to consolidate there, and it could continue to the upside. Put an alert right there and let it chill. Wow. We went over a lot of coins. So do you think XNA is going to continue to climb, or is that why you got out? I like it in this console. I was up big on a very small investment, and I realized it was kind of an ish coin, and I should kind of consider myself lucky for 10xing. Not everything can be the miracle coin. Some things have to be profit-taking coins, in my humble opinion, just to keep the bull, and I want to be in habit of selling. I want to be in the habit of selling. Honestly, it looks pretty good to me. The 2 hour doesn't look amazing. The 4 hours oversold with a higher low, though, looks actually pretty good. And again, I may get back in at the right price. I sold at 5.1. I could get back in for more than I sold it for at the present moment in time. What I did see, though, is the bigger time frame. We were curving on the 21. That's usually not a good sign. We had a high, we had a low, we had a lower high. I would expect a lower low. We got very overbought on the stochastics on the RSI, and so it was a run-up of run-ups. There's a chance it continues to pump, but I'd like to get back down to the 618 FIB level. I'd like to see this RSI reset a little bit. It may not happen. There's some really bullishness coming for it, but I'd like to observe it. And so I'm okay to miss a few pumps here and there. If it does this, I'm getting in for $5,000 right around here, maybe even $10,000. And I'm going to ride it up again and then maybe put it aside and double up for $10,000, then maybe sell the 10 and then put the 10 back in again when it pulls back here and make another $10,000 off of it. This is a coin that can handle it. This is a coin that I've done it with before. So, I'm cautioning myself because I was up so big. Again, me and you are not the same. You might be in the position bigger than me. I might be in the position bigger than you. We don't know. That's why you never tell someone what to do, because everyone's at a different place, a different risk management. All right. Very nice track. It's called Taking Profits. Exactly. Yeah. What is your prediction for altcoins at the BTC halving? Also, if you had to pick 3 alts for long-term holds, what would you choose? I believe the altcoins are going to continue to pump little by little as Bitcoin continues to edge. Even if we get little pullbacks, they'll just create great buying opportunities for altcoins. I see altcoins doing really well. I would have to get a chart out and do a long-term analysis. I'll do that later on today. It's Friday. Look out for my macro analysis video that comes out around between 4 and 5 o'clock every single Friday. I skipped the last 2 because I've been mourning the death of my mother, and it's been a little hard for me to keep up with every single thing, but I'm back. I'm really starting to feel it. I'll be back to Spaces at 8 on Monday. I hit myself. There's a lot of things I do. Friday macro videos is something you don't want to miss. Amen. If you're in the Discord, you know of these at the bottom, baby. Amen. Amen. Someone asked, can we short Bitcoin here? I don't know. It's a good question. What do the charts say? Yeah, it's like weekend shop market right now. Just going after the people that are hanging out. There's less liquidity today. That is a descending triangle. That's bearish. That's a bearish sign for me personally. They usually dump to the downside. I'm going to delete my work one more time and take a look. I'm just feeling, I feel like I can't see clearly. You know, I can't see clearly. Ever happened to you? There's too much. I can't get a handle, right? My mind gets scattered. I can't seem to find the zone that I'm looking for, all right? I know it's there. I just want to make sure I can see it, all right? Funny, people leave at 12 o'clock on the dot. Like, they're like, oh, I'm out. What a show, 10 to 12 every single day. I don't know how we do it. When my mom died, I was like, how do I just keep pushing, you know? If math is mathematical and physics is physical, then what are the tests? I'm on one with 44,109 for a stop loss. Amen. That's a big one. Space race, baby. Let's go. Amen. One thing I want to look at is the monthly for Bitcoin. All right. And look at this giant inefficiency on the monthly. I mean, if you like your smart money concepts, then you have to say, I mean, that's a huge inefficiency on the monthly. Huge. This one we wicked into it like we were supposed to. We closed that inefficiency. So really the next big area, you can say there's one here too, but we're getting started. That's a big boy. And the monthly really wants us there. It wants to take us to 50K. Bitcoin wants 50,000 and it wants it now. We want 50K and we want it now. See, we're going to get there, then we're going to consolidate. Possibly make I see a bigger cup and handle forming, see? Let me show you here, see? We'll continue up, and that's when we'll make a handle, right? We'll pull back for a bigger move, and that's how we'll break the all-time high. December of 2025 at 72,000. Possible. Pull back in July through August and September. That's usually when you pull back. I don't know if we'll pull back that long. It might not be that big. And it might be faster, like this. That would give us it by July of 2025, which would make, yeah. But again, I don't go by timing, but that's something that's interesting. I did this before, and I nailed the time by 8 days. I was off by 8 days and the exact target, but you never know. I mean, I guess I got lucky, you know. So big monthly inefficiency for Bitcoin tells us that we could get there. Daily looking interesting to me. So let's look at our key support zones that matter. It's like we got some strong support right there. Resistance, wick. And we're kind of at a resistance on the daily. Look, resistance. We break up, we get a nice move up to 47,341. So this is really what I'm seeing here is the daily. And it's just away from the 21. I'd like it to kind of make a little flag here. This would make the most sense to me personally. My only thing is this little flag going to just take off? And that's the only thing that I'm, and that's why I'm watching this 4 hour. I really don't think we want to be on too small of a time frame today. Too small can get us, there's days when you want to be on the smaller time frames, there's days when you don't. Bigger target is 50K. 4 hour definitely broke out. That's a candle outside of this wedge. 2 candles really. So the 4 hour broke out and it's looking nice on the stochastics. So right now we have to assume that Bitcoin is bullish on the 4 hour time frame. It just has to get back above resistance, and it's holding this support zone at about 42.8. So shoulder, head, possible right shoulder there, and a break to the upside would be beautiful. Then it will make some type of ascending triangle. So I'm going to watch the 4 hour time frame and see how she goes throughout the night and the afternoon. Could be setting up for a Saturday pump like it did the last few times. If we go below this trend line, fine. Then we could be making, and then we break this line, it's dropping. I'll show you the areas to watch. But right now, I got to stay bullish on Bitcoin. As long as it stays above this trend line right now, which it broke from. Amazing. And then we could go to that like the smaller time frame and just kind of take a look at what's happening. What I didn't like is that is a descending triangle right there. And they break to the downside 90% of the time, the length of that base. So it looks like you're coming to test at least the top of this channel. If you break back inside the channel, kind of negates this, So I'm just going to watch Bitcoin to see if it can consolidate outside the channel. If it does, I'll take a long later tonight. All right. Purify just continued to pump too as well. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please contact. Shout out to Sean Whitney. Thank you for watching. We love you. We appreciate you. Shout out to Casana Regaldo. We love you. And one last super chat, MIL or ML. Mint Layer. Someone asked me about it yesterday. We put it in the flag. It hit the target of the flag exactly at 21. Interesting enough, right? Look at that. Nailed it. Now it's just consolidating in kind of a funky pattern. The way that moving averages are tight, and it's not that far away from the 200, I can see it continue to pump. Again, I'm not trading it. It has lower liquidity, but you never know. It was just, 2 cents, and it went all the way to 20. It just did a 10x. Looks like it's got 29 cents coming, almost a double up from where it's at right now. Mint Layer. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications and sign up for the newsletter and stay informed. Crypto is life. Hit this right here, the link right there in the comment section. Oh no. I don't know what happened here. Look, it's not working, Jamie. The newsletter has stopped working. Something's going on with MailChimp. We'll figure it out. No worries. My team is the best at handling obstacles. Obstacles actually make us better. I'm actually excited. We'll figure that out right away. All right. Jump into CryptoLifer.com. Place to be. Hang out with me every single day. You'll absolutely love it. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Look, did I not even get to do... Look, that's how much I was rushing today. And look, I got my dad's Rolex. You gotta love it, man. Old school, baby. Classic. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you tomorrow for a beautiful morning live stream. We'll be right back at it. I got a haircut too, look. I actually got a haircut finally. It took me like weeks. I feel great. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. Awesome gains today. I mean, from this morning on, we've already made massive gains in the trading group. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I couldn't do it without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from my family to yours. May have a great, great holiday season. I can't wait to kick it with you to the end of the year. We have 22 more days left to see if I can finish 2023 without taking one day off. I did it in 2022. I started February of 2021. This will be my second year from the first day to the end of the day, from back bookending the entire year. Never taking a day. God bless you all. I love you. I couldn't do it without you all. Amen. May God bless you. Thank you.